Good morning, and welcome to Tuesday morning, everybody. O'Don here in the driver's seat. Welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show here at 7:04. We welcome you to the big broadcast here. Middle of summer. Middle of we call it middle of August. It's August. It's a long month. Almost there. Almost there. Here on this August the 9th already. Can you believe it's August the 9th? Wow, where has that gone? Unbelievable. So good morning, everybody. We're live on Facebook and YouTube here on this Tuesday morning, another hot and steamy morning. I've got Johnny's forecast for today. We'll present that to you in about a little less than 10 minutes or so at 7:15. So thanks so much for dialing us up here. And it's, again, active for a Tuesday morning here in the middle of summer. Was hoping that maybe it would ease up just a little bit. But, it's the tri-state area. There's always something going on. You can't get away from it, right? I'm going to open up the comment section here in just a moment. So we're going to get things here started here momentarily. So once again, you are watching the Tri-State Traffic Show here on YouTube and Facebook. We are sponsored this half hour by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website, located in beautiful and historic Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Head to the website, as well as his Instagram page. That will be Ralph, his Instagram page, as well as the Facebook page for more information. All right, so I think I've got all the screens shared here right now. We'll head on over towards the action. We'll open up the comments section is now open. So please post up a comment. Let us know where you are coming in from. And let us know if you like a specialized traffic report, as we've done many, many times. All right, so there's a bunch of stuff happening here along Route 3, 495 in the North Bergen area. Things are a little tough here for our friends on the outbound side of 495. Now, I don't know whether this camera here at Columbia 1 is going to show us anything. Let's see here. That one's out of service. That one's out of service. Put in all these cameras, but then none of them seem to work. So the area of attention here this morning is in here. It's right in here, coming off of 495 to Route 3. That is the problem. I'm not sure exactly what happened, whether somebody, listening to some other media, to me, it sounds like it was some sort of head-on collision of some type, but I can't see where or how. Unless somebody got on to Route 3 coming the wrong way, maybe. I just don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I think they were looking for it too. Let's unpack this here now. Let's try this again. Crash investigation of 495 westbound ramp to Route 3 North Bergen, one left lane shut. Okay, we know that. There's a crash with injuries and an overturned vehicle on the New Jersey Turnpike. Eastern Spur, okay, 16E. 3 Lincoln Tunnel and Secaucus ramp from Route 3 west. .495 west is blocked. Right in here. Technically, this is where Route 3 starts. Here's westbound Route 3. They're saying this ramp to eastern spur of the turnpike. That's a flipped over vehicle. It must be on this ramp. And then there's this other collision here. This investigation coming off the ramp on Route 3. So two separate pieces of this accident. I'm wondering. I'm wondering. I'm really wondering now, looking at this ramp, okay, to 495 West, you see it here like I do. There is just this little bit of grass here. I'm thinking it's possible that this vehicle flipped over this way and ended up on this side of Route 3. I mean, yeah, this is on Route 3 heading west. I bet you that's what, bet you any money that that's what happened. Is that the vehicle in question that we're talking about came around this curve too hot, flipped over, and ended up in the left lane here, hitting another car coming west on Route 3. That would be what makes sense. That's what would that's what would make sense. That's what I'm gonna go with there. Again, the only eyes we have on it here this morning are this Columbia camera one. Let's expand that. Um so here's the ramp. That's exactly what happened is that the car flipped over. I think that's it here and ended up in the left lane um for Route 3. Now, I don't know what's going on with the exclusive bus lane. Why that all of a sudden just hit the brakes. This vehicle break down? No, they're moving now. I don't know what's going on here with this bus lane. That's what I'm going to go with here this morning. The situation at the ramp from westbound 3 to the eastern spur of the turnpike is closed to that overturned vehicle. And the ramp to westbound Route 3, it's convoluted. Coming off of 495, that's got the investigation because it looked like it probably flipped over onto Route 3. All right. Well, all right. So let's go to the comments here. I'm just trying to think what's going on there. Okay, Alexandra, good morning to you. Probably a nice day to be in the home office, right? This heat and humidity, this sticky weather. Who wants to get involved in all this stuff, right? Oofa. Who wants to go wait on a train platform? Good morning. Always great to see you. Um, here now, there was some construction being reported on 80 out by Route 15. A little late running construction. And there's a lot of sun glare as well. Wow, that is really wicked. Ah. Um, there's nothing reported as far as any kind of construction. Huh. Oh, we'll go. No, I don't see anything. So it may have picked up, but it was right in here. That's why this is all banged up. Um, they're saying an accident here at 34. I mean 35. Huh. All right. So there's definitely something going on here east on 80. At this point, we'll try to get the details here shortly, but that's eastbound on Route 80 out by the Rockaway Mall. And I think that's, what is it, exit 35? That's 35 there. Just before 37. Let's see. Yeah, just before exit 37, between 35 and 37. Something's going on there. We had earlier reports of some construction in that area, but I think it's either a broken down vehicle or a crash. So almost 7:15 is our time. Go through the rest of Jersey here. 17, 287, 208 is good. 15, Route 80 is quiet. 78, 287, Route 1, your Parkway is fantastic all throughout Essex, Union, Middlesex counties, Monmouth County, 195, the Turnpike, 295. 36 Highlands, Long Branch, 79, Route 9 at Old Bridge. That is looking good. 33, 195 is clear. Parkway through Toms River. Things are rolling along nicely. Let's go down the Turnpike here through Mount Laurel. Voorhees is fine. And also 55 is a little bit busy at the 42 interchange, but really nothing to really get, terribly excited about. Parkway's fine at Atlantic City, Ocean City, Wildwood, and Cape May. So New Jersey is fairly quiet here. I said it. I did it. Fairly quiet. Oh no, trouble ensues. All right, friends. 7:16 is your time. I'd say maybe a little trouble with the weather, as Anna says. Buenos dias. Ugh, already feeling the humidity. Stay cool, everyone. Yeah, absolutely. Had to turn down the thermostat here. In the traffic center, it's a little bit little muggy here this morning. And what a better way to do a segue than seeing temps into the upper 70s, partly sunny skies. You saw that wicked sun glare there on Route 80, all across the entire area, tri-state area, that is. So look at those temperatures, averaging almost 80 degrees here already at 7:16. So it is a hot, sticky, steamy day for an early morning commute. I mean, temps here into the 80s here, lower 80s at 7:15 is just unbelievable. About 79 to 80 or so. Our temperatures are fairly uniform across the board this morning, even up to the Hudson Valley as a steamy start with on average 79 to 80 across the board. Same thing here. Torrington maybe slightly cooler at 77, but everything along the shoreline is 79 to 80. Let's take a look at John's forecast. And forgot to mention that Mr. John Rocco provided this forecast for us, our meteorologist in training from the esteemed University of Rutgers. So another hot day today, scattered late afternoon, evening storms. So well inland New Jersey into Trenton, Freehold, Cherry Hill, well up close to 100 degrees today. 88 in Islip, 86 in Cape May. So you get a little bit of a break with a little bit of a sea breeze, but just another southwestern blowtorch scorcher out there. And this humidity is going to be sky high, as we heard Jigsaw sing that song from what James Bond movie that is. I cannot tell you. It just doesn't ring a bell off the top of my head. I know I remember it eventually. So again, today's forecast, just a almost carbon copy, rinse and repeat from yesterday. So just try to stay indoors and get some air conditioning. My other job at the studio just got 2 brand new air conditioners, and it is like a meat locker in there. So I'm wearing a fleece, and it's funny, I go outside and all of a sudden people are looking at me, why are you wearing a fleece when it's 100 degrees? But just sometimes you go out there just to warm up, and I like it cold, but sometimes it's just, after sitting there for a couple hours, it's like, whoa, this is pretty crisp. But anyway, so another hot day in store for today. So just take it easy out there. Stay well hydrated, some Gatorade and some fluids. Definitely just slow things down and maybe sit in the shade if you can. Limit that sun exposure and make sure you wear your sunscreen. We'll have a check of the 7-day weather forecast and if there's any rain for any time during this week coming up at 7:45. But what better place to talk to you about hot weather than the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery? CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. 908-272-3000 is the phone number for the best ice cream anywhere in the land. Head on over and see my buddy Ralph. Take a look at some of his amazing offerings there in the dipping case, as you have been seeing here. For if you are a regular viewer of the broadcast, we show you this wonderful ice cream: cotton candy, grasshopper, party cake, cookie dough. We've got the peach mango sorbet, blood orange sorbet, lemon sorbet. Those are dairy free, so that's good. So Ralph has something for everyone: some sugar free options, some frozen yogurt, the Dole Whip, the pineapple whip. That is the Dole pineapple and Dole raspberry whip, I should say. There's some more wonderful ice cream: the S'moreo, the chocolate cookies and cream, strawberry has his core 3, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. Just decadent and rich and creamy ice cream. Absolutely delicious. And he also has these wonderful flying saucers and the chip witches. Just absolutely just delicious stuff here across the board. So there is a little bit of something for everybody here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. There are some of the offerings for Ralph, the shakes, the to-go cups, the cupcakes as well, and the brownie pies are another one of his specialty, as well as these all-occasion cakes are perfect for a birthday, any kind of a celebration. Small cake feeds up to 4 to 8 people. The medium cake, about maybe 10 to 12, and then it has the larger sheet cakes, but that takes a little more time to make, so you're gonna have to give him some little bit of lead time there. But those sheet cakes serves up to 40 people. I'd love to see what one of his cakes looks like. I've never seen one, a sheet cake of that magnitude of an ice cream cake, but you can do it. So give him a call. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Definitely stop in and get some of the best ice cream in the tri-state area in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, 22 North Avenue West, 908-272-3000. Head to his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. We thank Ralph for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so with that said, let's go back to the action here this morning from the Weather Center to the Traffic Center. We'll take a look at the city now. Go to the incident page, just check up to see if anything major is cooking across the board. Overturned tractor trailer 495 westbound, Francis Lewis Boulevard, lane shut, westbound between exits 27 25. Crash. So let's go. That is right in there, right here at the clear view. So let's go to the cameras. See if it's city camera or Inform. Check this out in real time. Going west. Wow, what a mess this is. Is this the vehicle or is this the truck? Wow. So from the southbound Clearview to the westbound LIE is shut. Or no, from the service road, I should say. Pardon me. Wow, that is a big hit. Holy cow. Hopefully everyone's all right. It's a major crash. That's looking the other way, so it's not gonna be able to see anything. So it is from the clear view. I was right. Or it's from the service road. Underhill. Where's Underhill Avenue? Uh, yeah, it's from the service road, getting on to the LIE here at Peck Avenue. Peck Avenue. Um, I'm not 1,000% sure what the deal is here. If it was overturned or just a lot of stuff. There's the wrecker, but I can't tell which way they're going to go. Couple guys here. There's highway patrol. Nonetheless, it is just back traffic all the way back onto Long Island. We're all the way back through Lakefield Road. That's partially the reason why the northern state is picking up a lot of extra volume as the word gets out about the collision here going west. East is also heavy with the rubbernecking delays through Casino Boulevard. Then we have more delays here both ways out through Queens Boulevard. Midtown Tunnel looking at about 15:10 at the Ed Koch. South on the BQE from Queens Boulevard all the way down to the Williamsburg Bridge is busy. Let's go back to our normal progression here. Staten Island, things are fine. Building a little more volume east of Bradley. Inbound Gowanus is heavy here from straight off Fort Hamilton Parkway on up into Industry City. Now they're saying the potential crash is there. So let's see if we can take a look at that. Where are we? No. Right here. Honest, that's fine. Further up the line, I think. Yeah. I don't really see anything there. That's outbound. Service road. That's the inbound side. So there's something happening between 63rd and 39th Street. It's going to be right in here, and that's why it's backed up onto the belt. So there is definitely something going on there. And then heavy across the top of the world up into the BQE, the Brooklyn Bridge, both directions. Let's check out our Belt Parkway, fine through Brooklyn. Van Wyck is heavy both ways at Hillside. Cross Island is busy from the southern state on up into the LIE. The westbound side of the Cross Bronx is heavy at the Bronx River Parkway. Southbound on the Bruckner is heavy here at the Bronx River Parkway. Throngs at Whitestone is heavy. Then the Deegan building a little more volume out through Willis Avenue. The rest of the Bronx is actually in pretty good shape. Let's check out the Long Island incident page. See what we have going on here this morning. East on LIE at Searingtown. The shoulder is shut. All right. Right in here. That's not really causing any kind of a delay. There's nothing going east. And this northern state is going to get worse before it gets better because everyone is bailing out because the inform overhead signs are saying about the crash in Queens. So everyone's trying to opt for the northern state. Both ways of the southern is heavy into the Meadowbrook, and then again both ways here as you get out towards 110. West on the LIE at Deer Park Avenue is going to be busy. West on the LIE is heavy here at Vets Highway. East on Sunrise Highway is busy Hampton Bay, Southampton, Watermill, into Bridgehampton. But again, this is kind of normal stuff. East Hampton, Montauk, everything is going to be clear. Let's go up to Connecticut now. The mouse to work. There we go. Let's see what we've got here this morning. Just our normal delays on 95 in the Merritt Parkway. Continue over towards 95 Fairfield Westport. We'll go 19 through 11, and then the Parkway is heavy into 40. And then further south of that, getting south of Route 7 is a quite congested ride here this morning. So just watch for that, but certainly better than what we've certainly seen over the last couple of months. Let's go to Lower Westchester. Things are fine. A little crowding here north on the Hutch at North Street, but that's about it. Tappan Zee Bridge is fine. South of the Thruway is a bit busy here at the Palisades. But the Thruway, everything in Orange County is fine on 84, the Thruway, Route 6. 84, Fishkill, Lake Carmel, Carmel Hamlet. West on 84 is still busy into Brewster, but 684 is good all the way down from Katona, Bedford Hills into Purchase. So let's go to let's do this here. We're coming up on sponsor break here, this sponsor change. Why did I do that? I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go to transit. That's what we wanted to do. Wow, only the River Line has got some delays, subject to 30-minute delays, both directions. Broken down train near Burlington Town Center. Okay. Let's go to the MTA now. Just the E and the F trains are southbound E and F delay where we request NYPD for a person being disrupted at Forest Hills, 71st Avenue. Let's go to the rails. And Metro North is good, but planned substitute busing on no longer run bus service. No longer run bus service will be available at Mineola. Okay. That's part of that whole plan with them going to Grand Central Station coming up towards the end of the year. Let's see where we're at. Oh, we're at 7:30. Look at that. This half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. Go to her website, darley-newman.com, and check out the best travel program on the air. You can watch her on PBS Great, Amazon Prime, Wondrum, and Ovation TV's Journey. Again, darley-newman.com is the website for more information. All right. Actually talked to Darley just through Instagram for a moment yesterday. She's doing well. Was talking about the costumes that we saw from yesterday. She was having a lot of fun with those that I showed you. That she was in that New France festival. So a lot of fun there. I'm sure she's got a lot of other wonderful things planned here in the foreseeable future for season 10. And I can't believe it's already season 10. Unbelievable. How fun is that, right? I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what that was. So let's just clean up the comments there. There we go. All right. So where are we? 7:31. So we've done the trains. We've done all of that fun stuff. Back to New Jersey because I want to go for the up. We'll still have that whole situation on 495. You know what? Let's do the Hudson River crossings now. Check them out. 20 at the George, 20 at the Lincoln, 15 or so at the Holland. So that crash there, it's on really Route 3. So it's not really something people are able to stop and look at, per se. So that's helping traffic out a little bit. Let's go to the Parkway. I did see something show up here this morning at 142 Tower. Let's see. That seems to be fine. Let's go back to the incident list. See what it said. Garden State Parkway northbound 142A, right shoulder is out. Okay. Then shoulder is not going to cause anybody any kind of grief, but we'll check it out anyway. Let's see. Oh. No, I don't see anything. I would imagine it's on the shoulder and it's not causing any kind of a major mess. So we will continue on now. We will continue on with our broadcast. Um, yeah, it's just this 80 delay is what's got me concerned a little bit because this is getting worse before it gets better. I mean, we're all the way back to west of Howard Boulevard now, back to, I think this is exit 29. Let's see, 28, pardon me. So from 28 through 35 is going to be a heavy ride. Some of that also is sun glare. You know what? Let's just go back to the cameras now. Some of it is sun glare, but I'm still convinced that there is something going on to Route 80. And that would be right there, just east of this, out by exit 35. But that sun glare is wicked. Wow. And again, our sun is coming up later, and it's just starting to become, getting into that point of the different sun angles, which, again, traffic and weather always go together. And that's certainly something to think about. As the computer is now so hot you can fry an egg, and I forgot to turn my little fan thingy on. So hopefully that's why sluggish. Sluggish. So keep that in the back of your mind. Let me show you a couple pictures here. Couple key points to get to the shore. This is trying to get into Point Pleasant. That's southbound 35. Coming across the Brielle Bridge. That looks good. Let's go to Route 72 now. Here, that's getting into Long Beach Island. So that is fine. That's eastbound. That heads away. Here's 72 at the Parkway. Quiet. 72 at Route 9. Love these brand new cameras, these HD cameras. Check it out at Marcia Drive, Martin Truex Boulevard. We're fine through the lights. I wonder if they're actually going to put in a third lane here. Wow, a lot of construction going on there. You know what it is? It's just that this whole area has been built up so much, and Long Beach Boulevard is a county, it's an Ocean County road. It's not a state road, so that would have been nice to have some cameras there on a state highway, but unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Let's go to 52. This is the approach into Ocean City. Find a camera that works there. This one's probably that one that's split like in half. Nope. Configure failed. Watch out. Let me see if I can show you 37 by the Tunney and Mathis Bridge. We'll see if that camera works for us. Yeah, Tunney Mathis Bridge is fine. Fisher Boulevard, that's fine. It's east that heads away, getting into Seaside Heights, but that sun glare is fairly strong out here this morning. Let's go to the PATH trains. Check that out. Alexandra is working from home here today. There's an elevator out at Journal Square. Elevator is out as well. There's the test lifts on the Newark to World Trade line, 1 to 2 p.m. today. Oh, no, that was yesterday. Pardon me. That was yesterday. So let's see here now. Where else can we go? Let's go back to the maps. Comments are open, friends. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Post up maybe where you would like to see us go next with the show here right now. Talk to my friend Dan over at the Roadway Whiz there. Our interview is scheduled for tomorrow, so that interview will go up probably sometime next week. The first one, it's not going to be live, but hopefully we'll be able to get Dan just with his schedule, it's tough for him to do the mornings. Hopefully we'll be able to get him to come on live and take your questions as well about the roads. I think that will be a lot of fun. So let's see here now. So again, all the Parkway is good. All the way down to Long Beach Island is fine. The Turnpike 195, Route 9, Route 1, 202. We are good. Let's see here now. Well, I think this Gowanus situation here, let's go back to that because there's something going on to the Gowanus, but I just don't know where. Overturned tractor trailer, that was the LIE. Go back to the cameras here. See if we can pinpoint what the situation is. Right in here. There it is, right there. Right here at 37th Street. Aha. So your right lane is shut with something, broken down truck or some kind of a crash. But as we say in the traffic biz, the damage is done. I mean, this is back by the belt, split and merged. I think it's even back onto the belt. No, it's 68th Street. No one ever uses the belt out here, this section. Section of the belt is like the forgotten section of the belt because, one, there's no exits, and I don't believe there's any entrance ramps to get on the belt. It's kind of like once you pass the Verrazano here, you're pretty much getting up to the Gowanus. Because that really is the only way to get onto the Gowanus from the belt. Can't get it from here because this takes you to the bridge. It's still amazing that there's actually a golf course sitting right in the middle of Brooklyn. It's wild, wacky stuff. Let's go. All right, so 7:41 is our time. It's really this inbound Gowanus is just getting absolutely drilled because that right lane is shut down through Industry City. The only silver lining in this is the fact that it's making for a much better ride across the Prospect because it's holding back all this traffic. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see, stop it, I know IKEA, that some of this starts to thin out a little bit here at, because this is a tough spot to get any kind of assistance to have somebody come out and help out. So we're almost back to the Verrazano. Now the upper level back to Staten Island has some construction at the Verrazano, so watch for that. The Diker Beach Golf Course, that's what it is. Is there any pictures? Look at that. Beautiful, right? I think it's a public course, if I'm not mistaken. But anybody could go over and play. So yeah, that's the one major problem. Bigger problem is this LIE mess out at I didn't hear. Oh no, here it's overturned tractor trailer. Wow, you wonder how something like that happens. It's right in here. That's getting onto from the service road just west of the Clearview onto the westbound LIE. You just wonder how all that happens. Wow. You try to forensically piece it together and you just can't. That's at the Clearview. This is as far as it goes. Wow, look at this. This is back by Little Lake Parkway. And the rest goes back into Long Island. So that's kind of where the delay gets back to, is about Lakeville Road. But again, The other story is that the northern state is picking up all this extra volume as the word gets out about the crash on the LIE, shutting down that right lane there by the Clearview. So people are trying to get into Queens via the northern state Grand Central combo. So that is an issue. I think there's something going on to the southern here, right around exit 20. So let's go there. Probably by Peninsula Boulevard by 19. Saw that red pop up earlier. Let's see. Something going on here on the bottom. So this is going eastbound here. They're off on the grassy median, the shoulder, but everyone is, say, stopping to take a look for some unknown reason. This is at 19. So there's 4 cameras. Okay, that's at 19. Yeah. So our delays get well back here to 18. It's by Eagle Avenue. A lot of heavy traffic there just to stop and look at somebody sitting on the grassy median. So again, look for that here this morning. So both ways of the southern here really tied up from Suffolk right to the Nassau border at 135. LI a little heavy here at 44, but Suffolk County, just our normal bacchanal traffic getting from 60 in towards just about exit 53 or so. Give or take an exit. All right, so it is now 7:45, and I feel like I'm just been marking time here for the last 10 minutes or whatever, because there are a couple issues, but for the most part, it's relatively tranquil. So we head to the Weather Center here, and our forecast is brought to you by Mr. John Rocco, our Rutgers meteorology student. He is hard at work today in the for the Weather Watchers Club. So not sure when Johnny will be actually able to join us from the home weather studio. But we will see how his schedule goes for the rest of this week. Again, he's getting ready to head back to school here shortly, as are many. So, gotta say congratulations to the G-Man, bringing his girl down to South Carolina Gamecocks. So she is headed down for her first year, and I think they start school probably like in another 2 weeks, not even that. But anyway, so we're looking at partly sunny skies. He's seen some pretty wicked sun glare out there this morning, so definitely bring along the shades for your ride. Let's take a look at our temperatures. We're well into the upper 70s to lower 80s here in New Jersey. Same thing into the 5 boroughs, probably pushing 82 or 83 now in the 5 boroughs. Just a hot and steamy start into the upper 70s to lower 80s here this morning out on Long Island as we continue over to the Hudson Valley. Also looking at temps averaging just about 80 degrees. Same thing can be said for southwestern Connecticut. So it's fairly tight temperature gradient across the board. So that is, kind of where we're at. This hot, steamy, muggy, ugly dog days of summer type weather. Let's take a look at the forecast for today. Another hot one in store, especially inland New Jersey, pushing temps closer towards the 100 mark, between 95 and 98 degrees there. 86 in Cape May, a little bit cooler at the beaches. 88 in Islip, 93 in New Haven, and 93 in Andover. So again, the humidity is going to be jacked up sky high there. But there is the potential for the scattered late afternoon or evening storms to come through. This is what we have when we have this kind of superheated air that mixes in with that heavy, dense, moist, sticky, disgusting air. So hopefully there'll be some relief, and we're going to show you the 7-day weather forecast here in about 30 seconds. But there are your rain and storm threats again for today. Tomorrow, scattered PM storms or early shower storm on Thursday, And what that is setting up for is our 7-day weather forecast exclusive to the Tri-State Traffic Show, is that we're going to get into a much better weather pattern starting on Friday all the way into early next week. So again, a hot one today at 97. Cools off a little bit for tomorrow into the upper 80s with some of those storms. Stays that way for Thursday. So pretty much rinse and repeat for Wednesday, Thursday. And then kind of nature's air conditioner will come in and sanitize the air on Thursday. Take out a lot of this humidity. Temps, only at 83. I wouldn't be surprised the beaches are probably into the mid 70s or so. So it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So get out and enjoy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday at 82 on Saturday, 83 for Sunday, and 83 for a Monday. So hopefully our southwestern blowtorch temperatures are done for the season. But again, we will see. There's still plenty of time to get things heated up. And again, we're here already at August the 9th, and dare I say that there's only been one or two named storms in the tropics. Maybe three. I'm not even sure, but it sounds like it's been fairly tranquil out there in the Atlantic Ocean. But again, the peak of the hurricane season doesn't really get kicked into high gear until roughly, second week of September. So still got a long way to go, but gone this far since June 1st. So that's already 2 months in. So that's good news. So anyway, so just have to get through the next couple of days with this disgusting weather. And then it's going to feel probably closer towards September, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So can't wait for that. Our half hour here is sponsored by Travels with Darley. Watch her on PBS Crate, Amazon Prime, Wondrum, and Ovation TV's Journey. And head to her website, darley-newman.com for more information. Whoa, what happened there? Whoa. Oh, look at that. Hit the space bar. Didn't even know I could do that. Interesting. So anyway, Travels with Darley is one of the best travel programs on the air. Definitely check her out. What separates Darley's program from all the rest is that, she really gets that local flavor, finds a, local tour guide or just a local that knows of all the different hotspots throughout the area, shows you the best places to eat and drink, and gives a little history as well. Very astute, very sharp with the history in a lot of these places, gives you a lot of background information, which makes things very, very interesting. Goes to a lot of museums. Also, a lot of adventure type stuff as well. A lot of horseback riding, bicycle riding, definitely the what do you call it? Gosh, there's lots. I was trying my thought. Hiking, that's the word. Wow, how did I forget hiking? Oops. Half asleep still. It's only 10 minutes to 8. But anyway, so Travels with Darley, wonderful program. Check it out on PBS Crate, Amazon Prime, Wondrum, and Ovation TV's Journey. I'm going to flip back over to the screens here because there is Dar in her period costume here. We showed you this yesterday, and she said that this was going to be, I believe the vintage dress was, I believe her name was Anne, if I'm not mistaken. This would have been the period from about 1630s to early 1700s, in that time frame. So that's the period dress here that she is wearing. A lot of fun there. I'm sure she has plenty of pictures and lots of fun stuff for the upcoming season at the New France Festival. There's another shot of the this is her tour guide, this gentleman here. Wow, that's a lot of fun. That's a definitely a different way to do a tour, is to get dressed up as the parts. I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. I think that's something I would do. That's fun. That is really fun. So yeah. So again, the time period we're talking about is from early 1600s to almost that 100-year period, almost about 75 years, from about 1630 to 1707 or so. So lots of fun there. What's also going to be lots of fun is a week from Thursday is her lecture about St. Louis, Thursday, August 18th, 7 p.m. to 8:30. Go to the website, smithsonianassociates.org, for tickets. Definitely check that out. It's an hour lecture about the wonderful city of St. Louis. Also a Q&A, a 30-minute question and answer time frame at the end of the lecture. So head on over to, again, smithsonianassociates.org for more information. And, I used to go to those, and NJ Pack in Newark was the speaker series by Fairleigh Dickinson. And I just heard that David McCullough passed away yesterday at 95 or so. What an interesting guy. And just, into that space, history really makes history very fun and enjoyable to read. Just so many, it's just an amazing author, and big loss for the literary community. Just heard that yesterday. Also lost Olivia Newton-John. That's enormous. She fought an amazing battle for like 30 years with breast cancer, and only 73. That is still young in today's society. At only being 73. Condolences to her friends, fans, and family. Same thing with David McCullough. Again, I just heard that David McCullough, that was a little sad there. I enjoyed those lectures that he provided. All right, so 7:55 is our time. What I'm going to do is, since it's fairly slow, let me show you a clip here of Darlie and the program if you're not unfamiliar with her broadcast. This is, I'm not sure what season this is. I think this is season 2 or 3, and this is where she is in France. So sit back and enjoy.
Hi, I'm Darlie Newman, exploring one of the many storybook villages here in the Alsace region of France. Famous for its wine, Christmas cookies, and delectable cuisine, I'm exploring Alsace's quaint villages with locals as the guides.
So welcome to Egisheim, which is one of the cutest Alsatian villages and the oldest. Most of the houses date of the 16th century.
Heidi, it's like a little storybook village here.
Yes, it looks like the time stopped. But this is really real stuff, huh? We're not in Disney World.
From historic architecture to celebrated cuisine. Hot wine and pretzels.
And here we say bretzel, not pretzel. A monks invented it in the 9th century. It's supposed to be one of the stinkiest French cheese. And it's different. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Merci. Including in Alsace's capital city of Strasbourg, where flavors meld together that may surprise you.
We call our pizza Flammkuchen. And we don't put tomatoes on the pizza. We put cream, we put onions, we put bacon, and sometimes we put our typical cheese, which is the Münsterkäse, Münster cheese.
That's good.
This is the typical Alsatian cake. The name is Kugelhopf with H.
I like that.
Good, huh?
As Travels with Darlie takes a river cruise along the Rhine River in France and Germany. This is the life, I'm telling you. Walking through a medieval village, eating some quiche Lorraine, and just enjoying Alsace. Great, now we just need some wine to go with this.
So that's just a little sample of Travels with Darlie, again, Amazon Prime, PBS Parade, Wondrum, and Ovation TV's journey. And we thank her so much for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. Let's do this. Let's see if we can bring in our observation list from our friends over at NOAA. We'll take a look at some of the reporting stations. Already 83 at EWR there. Humidity is jacked at 77. Some of these reporting stations going to take a few more minutes to populate, but Teterboro at 84 already. 80 here in at Kennedy, LaGuardia at 83. Central Park at 82. That's probably going to come up to about 84 or so. That's an hour old. Islip, that's all an hour old. Farmingdale at 80 and fair skies. Let's check out the Hudson Valley because my favorite reporting station is Monticello at 73 and fair skies. So that's nice and that's doable. That's comfortable, right? Let's go out to the East End and see what we're looking at here into the mid to upper 70s across the board. You know, East Hampton coming in at 76 and some fair skies there. Let's head down the Jersey Shore, take a look at Cape May. Wildwood 80 and fair skies. Atlantic City fair at 81. Philadelphia at 82. Fair skies and Mount Holly at 83. I bet you that goes up to closer to 85 now once we get the next round of reporting coming in here at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. All right, so we're going to go back to our action here momentarily. We still have, you know, pretty hefty issues in certain areas here this morning. We're going to do our round robin around the area. We will do that in just a brief moment here this morning. Let's set up our 8 o'clock half hour, and that is going to be sponsored by Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Yes, indeed. Head over to beautiful Cranford, New Jersey to get some of the greatest ice cream on the planet. 908-272-3000 is the phone number, and tell Ralph I sent you. Let's go here to, and again, that's at 22 North Avenue West in Cranford. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Watching the Tri-State Traffic Show, 8 o'clock now, straight up is our time. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks so much for joining us here on the big broadcast here for a Tuesday morning, already August 9th. I can't believe it's already August 9th, right? Just unbelievable how much this summer has been flying by here across the board. So we thank all of our wonderful viewers that are watching us here each and every day. Alexandra and Anna are in the chat room, kind of almost like our moderators, right? Because they're with us each and every day. So if you have a comment section is open here. I can leave comments on Facebook and YouTube here this morning. Make sure you like our Tri-State Traffic Show Facebook page, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to bump up some of those numbers on the subscribers. So if you have any friends, please pass the word along to them to go ahead and subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers in 200 days. So we'll see if we can hit that mark. You know, we did the 100 subscribers in about 55 shows or so, give or take. So that was amazing. So we'll see if we can do that at the 200 episode mark. 200 subscribers by the 200 episode mark. So looking forward to that. So we thank you so much for joining us here this morning. And again, it's relatively busy for, you know, dare I say, middle of summer, because that's kind of what it's coming down to here on this August the 9th. All right, so let's go back to New Jersey now. We want to close out of these windows here, make the computer a little bit faster for us. We'll go back to the New Jersey incident page, and let's check this out, shall we, and see what we're up against. So we still have, page looks like exactly the same thing as it was probably like an hour ago. It's kind of what it looks like. Trying to get the microphone in the right spot. It doesn't want to cooperate with me. Turning away from me. So we'll do it that way. So again, it's this issue with 495 and with that overturned vehicle off of Route 3 going into that location. So let's go down. Let me just show you exactly where this is now. It's right in here. So it's right in here is the ramp. A vehicle flipped over, and what I can see just from the visuals that I'm able to kind of partake in, it looks to me like this vehicle flipped over and may have gone onto the westbound side of Route 3 and struck another vehicle there. Let's hope that everybody is let's just hope everybody is okay, and that everyone walked away from this. But that's a big time hit right there. So I'm not sure how that even happened. I mean, like you scratch your head saying, how does that even take place, right? This camera is working. I don't think so. No, that's the camera that you want to work. But this one here, Columbia 1, wish they would zoom it in over here so you could see a little bit more of what's going on. Now this inbound side is really gone downhill fairly quickly. Not sure what's going on there because these cameras are all out. I don't understand why we can't put these cameras in. Like, what is the situation here? I mean, this is a joke. So we're almost back to the turnpike now. So something I think is going on here, either in the tunnel or I it can't be volume. There's no way that that's volume. I hate to say it, but it's not volume. So there's definitely something going on, because I'm going to say that's closer to the half an hour mark now at the Lincoln, and 23. So about 25 at the George, 15 at the Holland. But the Lincoln Tunnel is it's going to get busier here before it gets better. Just don't know what that would be unless there's something stuck in the tube. Let's see here now. So that is still a bit of definitely an issue there. Parkway kind of doing what it does best here, 143 all the way up into 150. Westbound 24, we are very heavy as well, getting past the mall at Short Hills. 280 is fine. Westbound 80 is a little bit busy at 287, but this eastbound side of 80 is still all jacked up, getting into Denville out through exit 37. And there had to have been something going on there of some capacity, because this should be empty at this point. I mean, the sun is high enough in the sky now to where sun glare could be a mild issue, not as much as when it first comes up across the horizon, hits you right in the eyes. But let's go to the cameras. Let's do this. Let's go to the home page here, because I want to look at the travel times here on 80 going east. That's about a 10-minute backup. I just don't know why. There's definitely something going on right there. No question about it. No question in my mind that there's something happening, because look at the camera here to 15 is just jammed. I mean, there is just barely any movement. So I'm thinking it's out by the Rockaway Mall. Because then here at Fox Hill, getting closer to east of 39, that's fine. But it's just before. Unfortunately, there's no camera just before it. But nonetheless, we're dealing with just a ton of traffic here this morning. Ton of traffic. 78 is good. Your Parkway down the shore, 287, you're also fine. Route 1, the Turnpike, 195, Route 9, 34, 35. Parkway looks great through Monmouth County. The northbound side, again, north on the Parkway in Brick is a little bit busy as well. But the Turnpike is good. The Parkway down through Long Beach Island, that is clear. AC Expressway is fine. 55 and 42 are also moving quite slowly there into the Algeo curve on the westbound side of 76 is going to be a slow ride. 40 Parkway, Wildwood, Cape May, Ocean City, Atlantic City. So everything is fine along the shore, as it should be, barring some unforeseen issue here this morning. Northwest Jersey also is going to be looking good along 206, even 23 Sussex up through the Hamburg area. Again, traffic is fine. 284. I've never heard of 284. What is 284? What's the local roadway there? What is 284? It's called 284. Never heard of 284. It's got to be called something else. We're going to just investigate this because it's just called 284. Who knew, right? Look at that. You learn something new every day. Interesting. State Highway 284. It's a fairly long road. Let's see what it turns into right at the border. State Line Road, it's called. Okay. This way. I guess you're in Rockland County already. Yeah. Welcome to New York there. Always find border towns very interesting, that it's just, always hear so much about borders and things like that around the world. And, you can go from New York to New Jersey and just walk across the line. There's nothing. This is usually the good indication of where things start and stop is the road pavement. It's usually where they stop paving the road. And, this is saying Orange County, but we know we're in Orange County, but as soon as I cross the border here, State Line Deli, those guys crosses over from Orange County into Wantage, Sussex County on a regular basis. Coming down here. The New Jersey border. Wonder how many of these border signs there are all around the state, even into New York as well. I don't know. I find that interesting as far as border towns and things like that. Even up along this section here. It's just a 1-lane road. You're able to just traverse right across the border, right? County 517. See, 517 goes all the way down to the Monmouth County. It changes designation here. Welcome to Orange County, Route 26. Where's our pavement split? I think it's right here. That's it. This way. Let's come back up here. It's actually really these smaller roadways that I find interesting. They go right across the border. And there is a street view there. 1-lane, single lane jobs. Let's see, it's across the border there. There's your border pavement. It's always the indication of right at the border is that the border marker, I think. In it. Wow. Jersey. Yeah, this is I don't know, I just find that stuff interesting. You can just no problems at all, right? So 8:13 now is our time. Let's go back to, as I've digressed way too much for you. We've got to go back here to the city because we got some issues there. We know where they are. It's on the LIE here, heading west out to Clearview Expressway. Let's go here. So This is this overturned tractor trailer. So they've got now 2 lanes shut down. So that's making traffic even worse. At one point, there was just the right lane. Now the center and rights are out as they're trying to clean up this mess of this overturned tractor trailer on the entrance here by Underhill Avenue from the service road. We're just west of the Clearview Expressway. That is going to be right in here, right there. You can see delays are all the way back to Long Island, back to Lakeville Road, and the Northern State Grand Central combo is really picking up all that extra volume. And the only thing that's making silver lining in all of this is hopefully that the driver is okay. That's the most important thing. But then the second thing is that drivers coming through this section here, you're like, well, where is everybody? There's nobody here because they're all being held back at the Clearview. So a little congestion in the Queens Boulevard, but that's about it. Midtown Tunnel, about 25, about 15 at the Ed Koch. The BQE is heavy here. Across the Kosciuszko Bridge, we still have this broken down truck on the inbound Gowanus at 39th Street through Industry City, and that's delaying traffic back to the Verrazano, so be careful there. Let's see what else we've got. Both ways, BQE at the Brooklyn Bridge is heavy. The west side heading south is heavy here into the 60s. 70s, I should say, with a crash still being cleared just south of 72nd Street. East side, just heavy congestion here at the RFK. Let's go up to the Bronx. Both ways of the cross. Bronx is heavy here over by the Bronx River Parkway. South on the Bruckner, same deal there. North on the Bruckner extension, getting up into Pelham Parkway. That is going to be slow. And then both ways of the Van Wyck here at Hillside Avenue is busy. North on the Cross Island, also a solid ride as you come in towards the Southern State on up into Elmont Floral Park, all the way up into the Grand Central Parkway. Let's check out Staten Island now. A little bit of congestion here, heading east of Bradley, and then north on the West Shore at Arden Avenue. Upper level to the Verrazano, we're looking at some slow traffic because of construction. You know, we've seen this project go out probably the last couple of mornings now. Let's check in with our friends in Connecticut. Don't mean to leave our great viewers in the Constitution State out, and just fairly mild here as far as your traffic is concerned. So we go 41, 35, 40, really 46 down to 35 is heavy. 95 is slow from about 18 down through about 5. So, you know, typical pockets of congestion across the board. All right, friends, so 8:16 is our time. Let's go to the Weather Center. Our forecast provided to us by one Mr. John Rocco, our meteorologist in training from the astute Higher Institute of Learning, Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey. So this morning, you know, partly cloudy out there. You know, sun glare is in effect in certain areas, so bring along the sunglasses for the ride. Temps are now well into the lower 80s across the board, so our temperature gradient is fairly tight between 80 on up towards about 84 here in Flushing, 84 in Morris Park, same thing in Central Park. Let's go out to the island. We're looking at temps again into the lower 80s, so a solid hot and steamy, sticky morning to begin this early Tuesday for you for your travels, either, you know, for vacation or for work. So temps here into the lower to mid 80s here in the Hudson Valley, and into the lower 80s here across the board for southwestern Connecticut. So again, we are dealing with this hot and humid and sticky, disgusting weather. This is John's forecast for today. Scattered late afternoon and evening storms. So be careful and eye to the sky. Head over to his social media pages, John Rocco WX on Twitter. Same thing with Facebook. Johnny's very, very active on both there. And I always keep forgetting to say that he's the president of the Weather Watchers Club. And I'm just really excited for when he goes back to school that he's going to have the Weather Watchers involved with us on the broadcast. So that is going to be, it's going to be really, really good. I cannot wait for that to take place. So that's going to be a lot of fun to see some of the other colleagues there from Rutgers. So today, again, into the upper 90s here, a real scorcher into central and western parts of the state of New Jersey. Even up to New Haven in Connecticut, looking at almost 93, 88 in Islip, 86 in Cape May. So the shore communities may see a little bit of a sea breeze out there. I know my brother is down the shore himself and was saying that the wind was fairly stiff the last couple of days, about, I don't know, 20, 30 miles an hour, kind of sustained. So, yeah, it's definitely a little windy out there, but that kind of helps you, kind of cool off just a bit, which is really, really nice. So we'll have another check of a last and final check of the forecast coming up at 8:45. That will include your 7-day weather forecast. And is there another chance of some more moderate rain? Maybe. Just wait and see. We will just have to wait and see. So with, the talk of all this hot weather, what a better place to cool off than the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery? Like how we set that up, right? What a better place to cool off here, to get some refreshing ice cream at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, located on 22 North Avenue West in historic Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website. Also follow Ralph on Instagram as well as on Facebook at Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Just some of the best ice cream anywhere to be found. I mean, just look at how amazing this looks, and I haven't had breakfast here this morning yet, so we will do that here at the top of the 9 o'clock hour. But just absolutely delicious stuff. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, look how good this is. The cotton candy is just fabulous. Same thing with the sorbets, the lemon sorbet, blood orange sorbet, the peach and mango sorbet is also another crowd of favorite, and those are dairy free. Has some sugar free options, some frozen yogurt options. So again, a little bit for everybody who enjoys these frozen delectable treats. S'moreo, chocolate cookies and cream, triple strawberry, vanilla chocolate, is core staple 3, or vanilla chocolate strawberry. Those are the most popular across the board. And again, once things start to slow down for Ralph, I've asked him to see if he can up with the starting lineup, his lineup card, and give that to me, his starting lineup 9. A big Mets fan, so I'm sure he's very pleased the way the Mets are playing. I believe both Yankees and Mets won last night. We can check that out in just a moment. And I thought I heard Aaron Judge hit number 44. So he is just on an absolute tear, and it's only August the 9th. So, we'll see how that goes. I forgot I don't know what they're actually calling the official American League home run record. Obviously the whole scandal with Mark McGwire, and it was more for the National League, but the official, American League home run leaders. So we can look that up as well very quickly. So again, head out to beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. Look at all the wonderful toppings you can put on your sundaes or your ice cream cones. Let me see. I thought I had a picture of the cone. There it is. The delicious chocolate dip sugar cone, as well as waffle cones. And again, he has some just amazing sundaes that he can make with these wonderful toppings here, the peanut butter, the marshmallow, as well as I think he's got some butterscotch as well. So a little bit for everybody here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 22 North Avenue West, 908-272-3000 is the phone number. We thank Ralph for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so let's go back into our action here this morning. And, Connecticut is in fairly good shape across the board. Let's check in with our Hudson Valley list this morning. The Thruway northbound before the Woodbury tolls in 16. Taconic broken down vehicle north of LaGrange. ZZ Top song, LaGrange. I feel like it was, or an album. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, Hudson Valley is in fairly decent shape here this morning. Eastbound 287 is heavy, pretty much exits 2 through 5. That's typical stuff. The Hutch is heavy here at North Street. Again, our usual areas of traffic. South on the Thruway is heavy at the Palisades into 12. But other than that, Orange County 84, Route 6, 32. That's clear. West on 84 and Brewster is a bit slow at 684. So, kind of just our normal traffic pattern for the most part in Connecticut. You see the delays here along the shoreline, Fairfield and Stamford on at Greenwich, and then same thing on the Merritt out by Route 7. But again, really the jackpot of traffic is here in Queens at the Clearview both ways because of that flipped over tractor trailer going west on the LIE, and the Northern State Grand Central combo is just getting absolutely hammered. I mean, absolutely drilled here, getting all the way back to Shelter Rock Road almost in both cases. So it's a tough ride for westbounders into Queens via the Northern or the LIE. Now, New Jersey, still a lot of delays on 80 East, but that's beginning to mildly ease out just a bit. West along 280 is really heavy here at the Stickle Drawbridge. What else is new? So is the Parkway heavy from 143 on up to 150. And Parkway is good through Middlesex County. 287 is busy up to exits 1 through 3, or actually 1 through 4, and then heavier here at exit 10, 206, 202. That is good. And then Route 18 seems to be a little more backed up than no, I would sort of ease up just a bit out by Edgeboro Road. Edgeboro? I think so. Yeah. Widen that up just a bit. Again, your Parkway is fine. Northbound, a little heavy in Brick, but that's about it. All the way down the shore, Atlantic City, Ocean City. Wildwood, Cape May is going to be fine. 55 is a solid ride into the 42 interchange here out to westbound 76. Oh, that's where we're going to look up the record. Let's see. Let's see. Baseball. If you're a baseball fan and you like stats, baseballreference.com is amazing. All right, so let's just see what they're talking about here. Obviously, 73 is the number for Barry Bonds in 2001. Now, again, some of those, whether they're, I guess they're still counting those, but obviously they've had, they had plenty of scandal involved with the top three, really the top, Sosa, McGuire, Bonds, with the whole steroid issue happening. So 73 is the mark, the number, whether it's official or unofficial, I'm not sure. But let's see where we're at here. Judge is at 44. Judge is at 44, so he's still way down the list here, but he's not that far from jumping across all of this here. Back when they didn't hit very many home runs. See if he gets the 50 by the end of the year, maybe. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Stanton had it back in 2017 at 59. So let's see here. That is the top there. Again, if some are calling it official or whatever, I'm not sure. Run leaders. Let's see what we got. Fox Sports. So Judges at 44, Schwarber from the Phillies at 34. Riley Pete Alonso at 29. Rizzo from the Yankees is at 27. Wow, Goldschmidt 26. Well, I mean, Goldschmidt is like an he's like one of the, consistently year after year, this guy puts up numbers And I just feel like he just does. I don't know. There's something about it. He just doesn't get the recognition, or it just doesn't get the money, or whatever. I mean, it's unbelievable how much of an amazing player that guy Goldschmidt's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. No question about that. Jersey's Mike Trout at 24. Ohtani, it's amazing. That guy's a pitcher. He's a pitcher, and he's got 24 home runs. I mean, that's just unbelievable. DH, but he also pitches too. Crazy stuff, right? Unbelievable. All right, friends. It is now 8:30 here on a Tuesday morning, and our last half hour of programming is sponsored by Travels with Darlie. Check her program out on Amazon Prime, at PBS Crave, Wondrum, and Ovation TV's Journey. You can also follow her on her Instagram page as well as her Twitter page. That would be Travels with Darlie, or just Darlie Newman. Darlie-Newman.com is the website for more information. Again, she has that wonderful program coming up on a week from Thursday on St. Louis. Destination Cities, St. Louis. And definitely check that out from Smithsonian Associates. We'll get into all of that in the full sponsorship here at 8:45. All right, so let's go back into our action. So New Jersey, fairly tranquil. It's really this, we're just really monitoring this city mess. So we want to go back to the cameras now. Here it is. This is the wreckage of this flipped over tractor trailer on the LIE here this morning. As you, it's really from the service road. They're sending cameras at Underhill Avenue, but unless you locally live in that area, you're not going to know where Underhill Avenue is. I mean, I had to look this up, and I've been doing this for a long, long time. So it's just west of the Clearview. It's really the entrance ramp to the westbound LIE off the service road is where this flipped over tractor trailer took place. So that looks like they're going to close off everything now. Let's just watch this in real time. So they may be getting in place now to remove this tractor trailer. Well, we'll just hang with this in real time because these cameras don't time out, which is nice. Just the refresh rate was a little bit better, a little bit more real time for us. But so let's just see what they're going to do now. Unless there's another vehicle involved in this, I don't know. So now you're seeing this first. Now the westbound side of the LA is effectively closed. Not effectively, it is shut. I'm not the argument. So, you know what it is? They're bringing a forklift in. They're offloading the contents of the tractor trailer is what it came down to. Let's see where. So this truck is now going onto the shoulder. He's facing the wrong way now. So now he's coming back this way. Just cameras a little more. Refresh rate was better. Let's see. I guess they're trying to figure out how to get. I still can't tell whether. This is just tough to tell from this angle with the post in the way. There's really no good eyes on it. And this is the sometimes happens is that where they will close up. That's why we always say we always hear me say subject to closure because of just this situation. It's subject to closure. That just that's what it is. Let's see what they're going to do here now. That flatbed is moved. It moved about 3 feet. Trying to figure out how long they're going to keep this shut, though. Let's see. I have a feeling that the truck that you see in front of you is maybe making some sort of going to make a move to come out of that area. Okay, so now they're backing it off now. So now they're going to reopen the left lane. Okay, so now it's back open again. So you're seeing that, literally seeing that first. Unless the chopper's in the sky and obviously seeing it because we may have a delay in the cameras, but not sure how they're looking to play this out as that Ford Explorer there is going over the concrete there. Just not quite sure exactly what on the far right. Obviously, I'm assuming that's the trailer, but cleanup. I'm just trying to figure out. Wow, that is a wow. That's a big hit. That's a big hit for traffic right there. I mean, look how far back this delay goes. I mean, it is just everything, all points west, kind of get in here is just as people getting up and out. And obviously the overhead signs here this morning are putting this in effect. We're built well back to Shoulder Rock Road. No question in my mind about that. New Hyde Park Road, Lakeville, New Hyde. We're almost back to, well, it's just probably just right around Shelter Rock Road. Yeah. In that vicinity. Let's go here. That's the northern state going east. Looks like something's onto the zebra stripes there. Okay, so the shoulder is blocked. That's going west here, New Hyde Park. Looks like there's a tractor trailer on the shoulder where it should be if it's broken down. And just look at all this traffic. It is just awful. I do not think New York has the. Let's look at the message sign. I don't think, for some reason, I don't believe that there is any travel times there. Filter, we want to go region, city area. We're going to go to LIE West. Doesn't tell you where the camera is located, though. It just says LIE West. Okay. I don't know where this is. That's the problem. There are some travel times there. I had to guess that this is going to be west of the crash. But why does this say crash, all lanes blocked? Nice that they told you where the actual sign was located at. Yeah, not doing anything for me. It's not doing anything for me. Again, friends, we're up on Facebook and YouTube here, 838. This is what we're following here. This kind of breaking news. Is this LIE overturned tractor trailer in Queens out by the Clearview Expressway is just really banging up the ride here this morning. Let me see if they have a different perspective of this. Same camera. Well, maybe it's better quality. Ah, there we go. That's a little bit better. That's better for us. Yeah. All right. So we can see this in real time now. Nice. Not nice, but at least we're able to get eyes on it. Pardon me. It felt like it was in a sneeze. Let's set this up where we are. LIE West in Queens, just after the Clearview. Oh, sorry about that. I thought I was going to sneeze. Going westbound, the entrance ramp off the service road, that's where this flipped over tractor trailer took place early this morning. So only the left lane is getting by. Still, I would go with subject to closure here at this point. On that westbound expressway. So really banged up there here this morning as you're traveling west, heading out onto the LIE. So a stiff hit, as the late Al Shearer used to say. It's a stiff shot. That's going west here this morning, and it's still a lot of, if the pole wasn't in the way, we get a better idea as far as what we're up against, as far as what kind of a tractor trailer and what kind of debris was in the back of it. But at least at this point, we've got some better video, and that's my fault. I did not was not paying attention to the project. A different perspective. Let's see what that is. Could not support the media you're using. Could not feature the features of the browser. So 8:40 user time. So that is really the biggest story here on this Tuesday morning. Is this just absolute catastrophe here on the LIE heading into Queens this morning? Let's refresh. So this is what's left of that tractor trailer on the coming off the entrance ramp. So highway patrol here this is more of a safety check for the workers to not have trucks and cars come screaming through the center lane. But still, I go subject to closure. Okay, so now this flatbed is moving out. Okay. Whoa, that was a bold move to go right into that lane. Now there was something on the back of that. I don't know if that's part of the truck. It may be part of the tractor trailer, maybe part of the trailer itself got shredded, ripped in half. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is here. As far as what was actually in, we saw a mini forklift there, and looked like they were offloading the trailer. It's wow, what a mess! What an absolute mess. Again, the most important thing is that the driver came out of this okay. That's the most important thing. It's the only thing that what's foremost on your mind. But the traffic behind it is just a wake of damage. That's the the LIE, the Grand Central is getting hit hard here through Queens because of everyone not opting for the LIE, obviously. And it's making a much better ride here on the LIE as you get out to Queens Boulevard this morning. So yeah, it's just a mess, like everywhere again in the city. You just can't win. Let's go back to the city because I want to show you the camera on the Gowanus here this morning. Come in here, we'll drill down. It was right in here to 37th. Yeah, there's the ambulance here. So there was an accident here, it looks like, with a couple of tractor trailers involved right at the exit ramp for 37th Street. Um, that's why this traffic is backed up all the way to almost the Verrazano at this point. Staten Island Expressway again going west here, 440. I don't understand why that gets all jacked up. Let's go to these cameras since these are more real time kind of full motion video. They may have a different server coming in from DOT. Let's see. So that one's not working. Try it again. Yeah, they're much higher refresh rates than the city ones. But this is west here out at 440. Don't know why. Hmm. Hmm. So I don't know what the situation. It's definitely getting heavier going west. No. Um. Again, working. So we'll try the last and final one. See what that brings us. Nothing. All right. So, needless to say, it is going to be a slow ride there. I don't know why. Um, but and now it looks like the northbound parkway is getting all jacked into 280. So let's go there quickly before we go to the forecast. Check this out in real time. So this would be north of 144. Ooh, that's ugly there. Wow. What's jamming things up here this morning? Parkway 145. We don't want that. We don't want that. The overpass. That's heading south. There's got to be a crash here just before 280 because the southbound side wouldn't be that heavy if there was if there was nothing to look at. Nothing to look at here. It's right in here in Irvington. That's where I'm going to go with a crash. Just before the cemetery, just before you come up into 280. No question in my mind that that's a crash there. So look out for that. All right, friends, let's do this. Let me go back to the weather center here at 8:47. Good morning, everybody. We're live on Facebook and YouTube for about another 15 minutes. Join us here, like and subscribe if you can. Our forecast is provided by our meteorologist and good friend in training, Mr. John Rocco, out of the esteemed University of Rutgers in Piscataway, New Jersey. We thank Johnny for the forecast for today. So a partly sunny start here across the board. Temps are really cooking now into the lower 80s. All throughout New Jersey here this morning. Same thing into the 5 boroughs, probably pushing closer to about 85 degrees or so. Before we leave the air, we'll give you the final observation list from our friends at the National Weather Service. Lower 80s here across Long Island this morning. 81, 82, lower 80s as well, even into the Hudson Valley. A place like Monticello into the mid 70s because they're up at elevation. Southwestern Connecticut, again, our temperature gradient is fairly tight. I'd say anywhere between about 75 to about 83 degrees, depending on certainly where you are. We'll go over to the forecast for today. Scattered late afternoon and evening storms with the superheated air. It's just this muggy, sticky, disgusting feel out there. Air heats up and then things start to happen, right? Things start to happen. So we're looking at temps well into the upper 90s to almost 100 degrees. I wouldn't be surprised that somebody may put up a a Hyundai here somewhere in central western Jersey, maybe Cherry Hill or Trenton. But even at the beaches, maybe 10 degrees cooler, which is not bad. But again, could be a little, windy out there along the water. Temperatures are, water temperatures are still, I think, only into the lower 70s. So this could be a nice, refreshing deal. You got to only swim in lifeguard protected areas to try to beat the heat. Again, bring your sunscreen, loose fitting clothing, light color clothing. Definitely wear your sunscreen, wear a hat, and just so stay very, very well hydrated is the best thing I can say. So again, keep an eye to the sky for this evening. Stay tuned to Johnny's his social media pages on Twitter at John Rocco, JONROCCOWX. For more information on Twitter, same thing on Facebook. There are the storm threats. So we still have these scattered afternoon storms for today, tomorrow, and an early shower storm on Thursday. But then, as you see here in the exclusive 7-day weather forecast, once we get past the late week sickness, if you want to call it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all averaging about 82, 83 degrees. It's going to feel more like, maybe early September or so, where the humidity is going to get diminished quite a bit. It's kind of going to sanitize the air on Thursday with those storms that are going to come through, and that's indicating a change there. The frontal change is going to come through and kind of just clean out all this junk in the air or whatever, and it's going to make it for a very, very nice Friday at 83, 82 for Saturday, 83 for Sunday, and 83 for Monday. So just some great weather to look forward to for the upcoming weekend. So if you're headed down the shore, you certainly will have a fantastic weekend as well, or just getting out and enjoying some outdoor activities. We thank John for the forecast, and Johnny, will see you tomorrow. Now, speaking of seeing, definitely head to your TVs, your local listing, date and time to check out Travels with Darley on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Woman Innovation TV's Journey. Check out our website, darley-newman.com, for more information about the wonderful program that Darley's been doing for the last 10 years. She is off in Quebec, Canada, filming the 10th anniversary season there, having a lot of fun. Follow her on Instagram, Facebook, as well as on Twitter. Posts a lot, quite a bit during the day on social media. Some of the reels on Instagram are a lot of fun. She was dressing up in period costumes there for the New France Festival, which I'm sure will be a part of the upcoming 10th season. So you're kind of getting a preview. If you're watching this program, you're kind of getting a preview of what the season is going to look like. And you say, yeah, I saw that on the Tri-State Traffic Show. So definitely check out her program. Also, the other program I need you to look at as well, if you have interest in, is going to be the Smithsonian Associates program that is going to be on August 18th, Destination City, St. Louis. This is Darley's lecture about St. Louis. It's an hour lecture from 7 to 8. 8 to 8:30 is going to be the question and answer time. So definitely get your tickets there. SmithsonianAssociates.org is the place to get more information and tickets there about Destination Cities, St. Louis. If you have any if you've ever been there or just looking, maybe that's a new destination you'd like to explore, she'll give you all the hot spots and all the best places to take a look at, best places to eat, have a nice drink. Also, the best times to head out, maybe to the Gateway Arch, the gateway to the west. That will be beautiful, St. Louis, Missouri. And she will give you the tour of St. Louis in her lecture. Again, this is on Thursday, August 18th. From 7 to 8:30. That's SmithsonianAssociates.org is the website to get more information. And we thank Darley so much for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so we're going to go back again. We're really just following a couple of issues here. And Alexandra, I know you posted a comment, so let's bring you into the conversation. Heading down the shore house Friday after my wedding dress fitting. Wow, it's getting close, right? It's getting close. Here we go. with that weather that John has said for the weekend, hopefully it's more, maybe it's more late afternoon than Friday evening, but if you go late enough, like 8:30 or so, I think the Parkway will be fine. But so fun stuff, getting closer. We should put a wedding. If I knew how to do a countdown clock, we could put a countdown clock here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. I just don't know how to. I'm not sure how to actually do that, but if I do figure it out, so we'll put it up. Awesome stuff, Alexandra. And you're gonna have, looks like, again, according to John's forecast, you're on an amazing weekend. So this Parkway is right before 280. That's a crash there being clear. Let's go to the incident pages here for New Jersey. Yeah, northbound just before 144, just before 145, 3 lanes are shut. Ouch. Mount Laurel, there's a crash on 295. Sneeze again. Hold on. Ooh, pardon me. Wow. I think it's just all this humidity and I don't know, it's the pollen or something. It's just kind of just. Of course, 295. The camera does not work, so we will come off of that. 280 west here in Harrison, just before the Stickle Drawbridge. At a collision. See if this works. Probably not. Yeah, it's definitely slow, but you can't really see much. So it's going to be right in this area. Another collision there, but the Parkway is really the jackpot winner here. With this traffic here, this morning going into 280, and then south is a lot of rubbernecking delays. East on Route 3, you're seeing a lot of traffic there, out through East Rutherford, out to Alexandra territory. The 208 is still pretty heavy getting onto Route 4. Other than that, 287 a little busy here in Edison. Let's go to the Hudson River crossings here this morning. Let's check out that deal here at 856. About 25 or so on average at the George, 20 at the Lincoln, and about 10 to 15 at the Holland Tunnel. Let's run down transit here. We'll wrap up New Jersey for the morning. We still have some delays on the light rail. Equipment availability there at a Branchbrook Park. Still subject to 30-minute delays both ways. A broken down train near Burlington Town Center. Let's go to the path line. Let's check that out. See what the story is here. Newark World Trade again. Newark World Trade crew reported mechanical problems on a train at World Trade. We apologize for the inconvenience. Okay, there. Let's see. Where do we want to go now? Let's just kind of run down the incident pages. I think is probably the best option here as we're finishing up for the morning. We'll go back out to the LIE here in Queens in a moment. That's pothole repairs there. That accident. Okay, so that's the only thing working there. Long Island. Go. Broken down vehicle. East at shelter ride. The shoulder is out, so that's what we know. The Hudson Valley now. Run down the numbers here. 287 east before exit 5. There's a crash. Let's see if we can check that out here in that area. Where am I going now? Okay, we're going to go here. Check out the 287 crash, shall we? There. 287 crash. Elmsford. Let's see. There's like a couple cameras here, and I can't seem to get work. Oh no. So it's right here before exit 5. Looks like there's a crash there. Let's go back into Queens, NYC. Our camera here. Latest update on that. This overturned tractor trailer. There's still the remnants of it. So they have the center lane open now, which is going to help out things quite a bit to help alleviate this traffic, but still just a catastrophe. Again, the most important thing is that the driver is okay of that vehicle, but it is just, I mean, wow. It is, I mean, it looks like they're emptying the trailer. What was in it, I have no idea. They don't say that on the incident pages. But yeah, this is really a big mess here, and it doesn't look like anytime soon that this is going to wrap up. You know, this could be another hour, 45 minutes. I mean, there's just no way to, there's really no way to tell here what we're up against with this. But yeah, so this honestly is really the top story of the morning. There's no question in my mind about that. This is the top story that we're dealing with here this morning, is this westbound LIE just disaster of a morning commute. So you know, for our friends out on Long Island, really having a very, very difficult time here this morning, trying to navigate through all of this onto that westbound LIE. It's just been just brutal, absolutely brutal. You know, we can show you where those delays go. And two big areas of concern is the LIE going west here at the Clearview, then north on the Parkway just before 280. You know, Connecticut, there may be something going on in Stamford. No, just volume here. Yeah, I think there's a crash in Stamford. That's what I thought. So let's come off of that. Let's go to the incident page for Connecticut. If I had to take a guess, it's down by exit 5, 95. I don't see anything there. Let's go to the cameras now. Got to be right in. It's 3, 4, 5. Cameras that aren't online, so it's definitely something going on here. Maybe just south of into 6, give or take. Let's see. Yeah, just before 6, I think there's something. There is definitely something going on 95. That's what's piling up traffic back to about exit 16 there. Also, the Hutch getting in towards Weaver Street. North Street is busy ride. So it is just a mess pretty much all across, you know, eastern Queens and in towards Essex County in New Jersey. Let's wrap it up here with the MTA. So maybe the subways could be a little bit easier for friends out on Long Island or into Queens. We have delays on the southbound B and C. Delays are we investigated and moved the train that had its brakes activated at 1:45. So look for that. The L train running with delays in both directions after we moved the train that had its brakes activated at Montrose Avenue. R&W local to express southbound running express track from 34th Street, Herald Square to Canal Street. Crews addressed door malfunction at train at 28th Street. Okay. So, oh, we get out the rails. That's right. Long Island Railroad is fine. So is Metro North. So, you know, trains are playing fairly nicely here this morning, but definitely, you know, give yourself some additional travel time, as I always say, as we hit the 2-hour mark here this morning, as I always say about, you know, the heat and humidity and so forth. Definitely give yourself that pad to your commute, to your ride, because with the signals and these temperatures getting all jacked up into the 90s, we're not sure how they play out. Again, they're basically computers out there sitting in the sun, and they certainly do not like humidity. So that is really about it. It's been another eventful Tri-State Traffic Show, as it always is. We thank you so much for joining us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Actually, let me do my shameless self-promotion here, because that's what the cool kids do here on YouTube. We've got to promote, right? We got 103 subscribers here this morning. So definitely, if you can, please pass that along to all your friends that subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show, already at episode 66. That's amazing. So please pass that along. We're going for 200 subscribers and 200 episodes. I want to talk to Dan over at Roadway Wiz, who has a very, very nice following, see how maybe he has some tips for me as far as how to promote this channel and get it out there. It just feels like there's billions of people on YouTube, and I feel like maybe we should have some more folks watching. And again, it is the summertime, so this is kind of the slowest time of the year. But again, please, if you can, subscribe, tell all your friends. Tri-State Traffic Show on YouTube, as well as on the Facebook, the Tri-State Traffic Show. The Facebook page would certainly help myself and Johnny in the Weather Center out very, very greatly. We certainly appreciate everyone who has already subscribed, and our two legacy, our first subscribers, Alexandra and Anna. I think they may have been 1 and 2. That they are our first 2 subscribers to the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so Anna, Alexandra, have an enjoyable day. Try to stay cool. Try to beat the heat if you can. We also want to thank Ralph over at the Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery, crimeforvanillabeancreamery.com, and Travels with Darley-Newman.com for being the sponsors of the Tri-State Traffic Show. I want to thank all of you for joining us. And you know what? As I just want to see what the Blazer video, almost 2,800 views. That's really good. I have another Cadillac one. I want almost 700 views on my Caddy. So anyway, I digress. All right, friends, have an enjoyable and terrific Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.